Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it just finished at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 0. A very frustrating, disappointing, underwhelming result. If there are people out there that thought that the title race was over after the West Ham game last Saturday, it's definitely over now. Liverpool, as I record this, are currently 2-0 up against Newcastle at Anfield. Looks like they're going to go on and win that game. If they do, they'll be 13 points clear at the top of the table. It's done. It was done last week, or all but done last week. Well, yeah, it was done. I think it was all but done when we drew to Villa, personally, and also all but done because of the fact that we didn't sign anyone in January. It was a better performance. That's the one thing I will say. I think even though I can't speak too much because obviously I didn't watch any of the West Ham game other than the highlights that were available. But from what I've heard and the bits and pieces I've seen, this seems like it was a bit of a reaction. It seems like at least we tried. But the same old issues that we've had, even before the injuries, have reared their ugly head yet again. We're not able to break these teams down. A lot of people expected Nottingham Forest to play with a low block. We've struggled pretty much all season against teams that play a low block. And if you twin that with the fact that we have no out-and-out striker, we have no natural striker because Mikel Merino started up front again today, we suffered yet again. We put the ball into good positions, but there was just no one there. There was no one there to play that pass. There was no one there to take that shot. It was frustrating, but I was slightly encouraged by the performance. But a draw doesn't leave us any better. We didn't lose the game, which I suppose was a plus. But the fact that we couldn't manage to take all 3 points. Calafiori hit the post in the first half. He got a yellow card and was subbed off as Tierney, who I thought actually played well. I thought we defended really well. In a way, both teams defended really well. There was the highlight of the game was when Chris Wood was put through for Nottingham Forest. Stonewall goal. There's no doubt about it that if he had the time, he would have scored that. Saliba gets back and makes a fantastic last-ditch tackle. And I think that's the difference between 1 point and no points today. I thought Zinchenko came on again. I heard that he didn't really improve much when he went into midfield on Saturday against West Ham. But I think in this game he actually did all right. I actually think he was okay. I think of all the midfielders, I think Partey, who came on, was probably the worst. Partey kept giving the ball away, in stupid areas. His view was kind of skewed, but he did shoot a shot madly wide, which was annoying. There was also a chance sort of around the 80th minute. It was offside in the end. It was offside in the end, but Zinchenko was through and laid it off for Ødegaard when I think he should have taken the shot. But then, I didn't realise he was offside at that moment. There was another time as well where he chested down the ball in the area, should have taken the shot first time, decided to pass it to Trossard. So other than that, like his decision making in the final third when he had that chance, when he had those two chances, was a bit rubbish. But other than that, he did all right in that position. As I say, there's not very much positives I can take from this, apart from we defended well. It was a better performance than West Ham. And, the same old, this isn't a positive, but the same old shortcomings have come out again. And there'll be a lot of fans, including myself, that are saying that this season is just petering out because of the club, Arteta, whoever, their negligence of signing someone in January, and it's almost criminal that we're in this position. Obviously, yes, we didn't know that we'd lose Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, and Havertz in this time, but there should have been something there. And we can go back even to the summer. I don't like going on and on and on about transfer windows, but in the summer, I was even saying that we should have signed a striker, or we should have signed someone in that forward line, and we didn't do it. And there was always a chance that lightning never strikes twice. There was never a chance that we were going to have the luck with injuries that we had last season. And we lost Ødegaard. I mean, I know that's not the forward line, but still, we lost Ødegaard for 2 months. We've now lost Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, Havertz, and you can see that we are suffering from not having any firepower in the forward line. When Sterling came on today, to be fair, I thought Marino did okay. I didn't think he set the world alight, but he's a midfielder. So his first instinct isn't to always be in the box, isn't always to run in behind. He's a midfielder. He's there to hold up the ball. Sterling came on as well for Nwaneri. Nwaneri looked all right, looked quite bright. Miles Lewis-Skelly didn't play because he was suspended. But yeah, so Sterling came on. Bits and pieces. I mean, again, I feel sorry for him because I feel like his legs have completely gone, and every time he gets the ball, just slows the play down. I was a little bit pissed off right at the end. We got a really good direct free kick, literally in the last few seconds of the game, and Declan Rice decides to try and scoop it over the Nottingham Forest defence, which didn't work at all, and it was just a bad decision. At least that's one thing. At least Arteta didn't take off Declan Rice in this game, because I think he was one of the better players today as well. Yeah, it's just frustrating. As I say, it was a better performance, and I saw effort. I saw an effort to try and win this game. I know a lot of the time that's not enough, because obviously you always want to win the game and you always want the 3 points, but that's what I wanted to see. I was hoping that, after the loss to West Ham and the sort of impossibility of us overtaking Liverpool, I was really worried that our heads would drop and we'd just sort of peter out. But I did feel like today there was a little bit of a performance, and hopefully we can take a bit of that. Despite the disappointing result, we can take a bit of that into the game next Tuesday against PSV in Eindhoven, because that's all we've got left. Not for very long. Even if we get past PSV, which with this attack I'm not sure we can, we'll be playing one of the Madrid team next, and they'll surely knock us out. So yeah, but we carry on. We support the team regardless. There was part of me after the game on Saturday that was like, shall I just stop doing armchair armory for the rest of the season? But it's like, well, it's not very professional of me. If I want to do this seriously, I can't just be like, oh, can't be asked because Arsenal aren't doing well. Is what it is. Congratulations to Liverpool in advance. Yeah, they fully deserve the title this season. I think they have been by far the best team. And we have been pretty much second best behind them. Another bad thing, I suppose, is that, I know it's only 5 points, but Nottingham Forest have narrowed the gap on us to 5 points, and we've got 2 quite difficult games upcoming in the Premier League. Man United away, Chelsea at home. I think Man United have probably by now. Oh no, yeah, they did. They beat Ipswich 3-2. And I was saying to Steph, who will hopefully be on the channel for the preview for the United game, but I said to Stefan that the United always seem to turn up against us, especially at Old Trafford, regardless of what shit state they're in. They always seem to turn up against us. So, and it's the kind of game I have a feeling they could nick quite easily, the way that we're quite toothless up front at the moment. But it is what it is. We take it on the chin, move on. We don't have any games this weekend because obviously we're out of the FA Cup. I might take a weekend off. either that or I'll actually finally get round to recording the first episode of the new series of favorite ting stuff, which will be Lost Highway, the 90s film by David Lynch. So yeah, we'll see. I'll see what happens. But anyway, other than that, I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy the rest of your evening if you can. Armchair Armory wise, I will be back in I'll be back on either Sunday or Monday with the preview for PSV. Until then, like and subscribe. Take care and stay safe.